Have you ever thought about the reason why we worship God? While there are many answers to this question, think about how wonderful it is to worship God simply for the fact that first is where He belongs. The opening words of the Holy Scripture, "In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth," positions Him as the first, without other details about His origin and prior existence. His position as the first is more than an honorific or a static title. It's a divine statement of God as the starter of everything. In Paul's words, He is the chief cornerstone, and for John the Revelator, He is the Alpha. As the appeal, "Put God first," resounds in our ears, it'd be silly to think that we can decide whether or not God is first. Putting God first means to acknowledge who God is, the first, the starter. And when we put Him first, we're aligning our existence with the order of the universe. Now, two brothers were holding and pulling the same piece of the puzzle game while screaming at each other. One wanted to place the piece at the bottom left and the other at the top right. The father, who just stepped into the room, could not refrain from smiling and finally gave these words of advice: "Unless the piece is placed where it should be, you will never complete the puzzle." Unless the first, the starter, is placed where He is supposed to be, our existence will never be complete. We are doomed to be non-starters. In managing our resources, small and great, who and what is competing for the first place? If you wish to make this year a masterpiece of your life, choose now to acknowledge God as the first in everything, praising Him for being the great starter of the universe. As you worship Him with your tithe and promise, invite Him to be first in your life and first in the management of your resources. In Him, we have a great start and a strong finish. May we put our desires last and God first.